That. No, why can't I change it? What the fuck? Alright, I gotta spawn this car and then I turn it down there. Da, 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 da. Noise. Okay.
20 fuel.
Yep, I'm going 20.
You spawn my car. Alright. Let's see, will it be at the end or at the beginning?
I bet the end.
Most likely.
I'm kidding.
It's stuck here. Watch out.
That's gonna be my next fucking username, fucking kitty cat.
That guy, I'm pretty sure can't be qualifying right now if he's only gonna do a feature race. Yeah.
Test, test. Alright, great. Alright. Let's do it. Hello, stream. I'm Shay. I'm the owner of Brandstar, and I'm going to be helping commentate today. Alright, looks like the first few people have come across the line. First we got Ferrari, Audi. Right now East has the pole position with a 211. And now Apollo with the first and 420 Merc Music with the third. Looking pretty good for first laps on the qualifying. We have JQNR in fifth, FIFA Fan in fourth for Apnarsi. Doing pretty good for his team right now. See if he can hold that. Although he did a 240, so he might have to do a little better. Nickmo 902 and Low Fun Greg 8th and 9th for Audi or WRT. You got a hopeful winner today in mind? Still there? Yeah, I couldn't hear you. There we go. Okay, we're good now. Randy Sleeves, gotcha. I see, I see. Seems to be a big rivalry between 420 Merc and Paulo at the moment. I believe I saw him in the Beta Zero pits trying to stare down Paulo at one time.
Yeah, because we saw these guys close together last race. We know that these guys have quite a history. 420 definitely supposed to win the last race until he spun out on the last lap.
That is true.
I can relate to that though, so I feel that.
He's been putting a lot of pressure on the best drivers right now. However, he's going to have to do a little better in terms of qualifying times, as he is now in 10th with a 212.
Coming across the line right now, though. Where does he go?
There you go. He's got a 4th position now with a 202.6. Right.
Oh my God, Paula breaking into the 57s though.
Wow, that is interesting. He's hit 2 purples, but in a 157.8. That is now the time to beat. I don't even think
I
JS can put that one up.
honestly don't think anybody's gonna beat that.
Well, maybe if Dakar, you know.
Yeah, Dakar's not allowed to qualify, but he is allowed to race in the sprint race.
Hmm.
Camera sorted out. What's up with things?
Wait, he is?
Give me a second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back soon.
Has anybody told Dakar that?
I told him.
Well, at least he might actually get a point for Frost.
Well, let's hope so. Well, let's actually not hope so. I just want to see if anybody can do the one
I believe
stop.
I see
No
that
stop.
Gromowski is driving for his Zent team. Isn't he the owner?
He is the owner. He's also very drunk right now. So I'm not
Interesting. He
sure he
was
should be
doing
operating a
very good
vehicle.
times during the last practice, though, so he might be the one to look for.
Well, he's also competing in F2 this weekend, so let's hope he doesn't do anything too rash.
Let's hope. When is that F2 race, by the way?
Next weekend.
All right.
Heck, his cameras are still broken.
Remember, you have an F2 race next weekend, boys and girls, so don't forget to set your DVR.
Make sure you tape that shit, guys. Exclusive.
Will Centauri pull out another win? We'll find out next weekend.
Alright, who said the cameras were fine? Are they?
Speaking of that, where is JX Cass? Oh, there he is. He just hit a position 10.
Are the cameras fine for you?
Ways to go. Yeah, I think so. Let me check again. Oh. Okay, there we go. I think it's a few areas where they're kind of wanky. I believe you actually fixed them from the F1 race.
Fasta said that he forgot to put them back in the right place. So I'm not sure who saw it as perfectly fine, but it definitely isn't.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'll take a look at it.
Right now, it seems like Brandstar is not doing very well. Position 8 and position 14. I'm definitely not typing in their chat telling them to go faster.
Oh, you guys, course maker.
Garrett Turbo with BWT is now in position 5 with a 2-minute dead .8.
Wow.
JQNR has clinched a 3rd position with a 159 with only 7 minutes to go in qualifying.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely the issue.
A lot of cut corners I'm seeing. Ferrari's done 1 red each, and JX Gas has done a 2nd red. This track is really technical. A lot of these drivers have never seen a track like this before.
Alright, give me a second. I'm doing some technical work. I have to fix this camera system.
Roger. And across the line right now is Audi BWT. And here comes Brandstar. Who could this be? That looks like JX Cast, but he's going to have to do a little faster and not cut any corners. Here comes Ferrari, Eric. Still in position 2. Right behind Paulo. Still in his 157.8 to beat. Here comes a Vexala. Bombo Clout. Position 13 with a 2:03. Is anybody else going to break that 2-minute mark? Let's find out. Looks like one of the Brandstars, one of the Red Bull, coming for tires and fuel. Here comes a Ferrari. Who could this be? Looks like it's Epic Brother 55. Andon going across the line. Followed by Red Bull. Andon and Red Bull are going to need to do a few better times. Andon in a position 18. Red Bull in a position 19. Still, the positions in 1, 2, 3 go Paulo, Eric, and JQNR, with only 15 minutes remaining in qualifying. JQNR coming with a yellow and a green sector. Is that going to do any good for him? No, he's still at a 159.5 in position 3. Better luck next time. Ferrari bringing out a new car. I'm guessing they needed more fuel. And here comes 4 racers to the line. Who are they? Is that BWT? Yes, it is. Well, howdy do, Breeze with a position 8. Oh, now to a position 9 because JCast has gone to a position 6 with a 201.1. Beta Zero driver coming out after fuel. Another BWT driver, that was Garrett Turbo. Full yellow sectors, still at 2 minutes, 0.8. With only 4 minutes to go, you are first, second, and third are still Paulo, Eric, and JQNR. Taking up the back, 4th, 5th, and 6th, Epic, Garrett, and JCast. Then we have owner of Zent, Gromowski, with this position 7. Ziori for Beta Zero in position 8. Breeze, TH in position 9. FIFA in position 10. Rounding out your top 10 at the moment. It does look like we have an Esprit driver out today. It's been a while since I've seen them out on the field. Three minutes remain. Racers will only be able to achieve 2 more laps before qualifying ends. This is where
Okay,
it counts.
spectate system should be fixed now.
Alright.
In-game maintenance, ladies. Alright, Gromowski falling down to 7th position right now.
He's
Currently
got 2
only...
green sectors, however, so he might be able to bring that back up. Let's find out.
Yeah. Alright, coming around the last corner, perfect timing to find out such information with the
Right
slipstream
next
of
to
Eric ahead of
Ferrari.
him. And he
That's
puts it
gonna
in second
cut it in a
position.
second position.
Oh my goodness. With the Valor too. A car that a lot of people switched out of because they thought it was slow.
Interestingly enough, the buff that has been recently put on it has made it one of the fastest accelerating cars on the sprint right now.
Wow. That's an interesting development if I do say so myself.
I believe
Gromowski
so.
for the podium? What?
Well, if it
All
means
right,
he's
as
going to
he
get points for
resets.
Zed, it's all for it. However, I see East Sliders is kind of not pulling his weight. Position 14 with a 2 minute 2 second 0.7. 1 minute 50 remaining in qualifying. Here comes Brandstar. Who could that be? 420.
All right, Eric starting his first lap. He got 1 green sector so far. Can he improve to be a 58-2? It's kind of crazy to look at it. Paulo and Gromowski are only like 4 tenths apart, and Eric is over 8 tenths further back from even Gromowski. As Eric actually goes wide into the purple stuff, I'm pretty sure you get red sector from going out there. But we'll see if once he comes across the second timing line here.
They gotta
If he does
understand
indeed get a red sector.
that hitting those red lines means you gotta get a red sector.
Oh no, it goes green again. He does better than he does the first time, which is interesting. Getting the slipstream from Zach down the straight. The Lotus.
Mm-hmm.
That's their entire team name.
2 green sectors coming down the line. Is that he gonna be able to secure the bag?
Well, we are on board with Eric right now to find out that very question. Let's see what he's able to do.
Corner. He's riding up next to JQN. Who's gonna hit the line first?
Alright, last corner, he's got the slipstream of one of the Zents in front of him, that's Jet. What does he do?
He
improves.
Better time, but it's not going to be enough to get him another position.
Nowhere enough. And Gromowski also with the green sectors.
Here comes the Brandstar driver.
Let's go look at that time, 4:16.
He cut the last corner. Not going to be good for him. 20 seconds remain. Drivers are going to be on their last lap now. Except for this one coming up. Who's that? Looks blue. Looks navy.
Paul not improving.
Oh, it's
Let's look at
Narcy.
Breeze. We're gonna take a look at Breeze in the BWT here, since he's got a purple, sorry, a
Qualifying is
green
over.
first sector. That's right, qualifying is over. So as soon as you cross the line, that's it for you. It's over. Interestingly enough, Paul getting no cuts during that qualifying session puts it on pole comfortably with his teammate in 8th place right now.
Only took him a couple of laps to get that 157. I wonder how he did it.
Hopefully we can get it on board from him after the race.
Position 14, Ziori in position 8.
Ooh, 14th, ouch.
He's going to have to catch up a lot, but luckily pole position doesn't really tell you much. It only means you're going to be 300 feet ahead.
Exactly. Just watching Breeze right now, he's got 2 green sectors. He's definitely going to be improving.
Organize in a position 10. Is anybody going to be doing a faster lap on their last one? Let's see.
Alright, well, here comes Breeze, position 9. He's in 9th place right now, coming across the line. Where does he go? Where does he go? Up
he
to
is now
6th.
6th.
That puts a
Pushing
BWT
down
5 and
Epic
6.
and JCast into 7th and 8th.
That's a scary gap between 1st
Speaking
and
of Epic,
3rd.
here he comes right now. And he's secured 5th.
That's absolutely terrifying, that gap.
S3 has now gone into a position of 16. Here comes Vexala. That's Zach, position 19. And there's Red Bull, Lotus, and Andon. None of them securing a faster time. Zent, who could this be? That was Jet 04, down in 22nd position. And here comes another Zent in the Valor.
E-Sliders
in a position 15. And the final Brand Star, JCast, had a cut corner, so he's going to stay in 8th. Now drivers are going to be getting ready for their sprint races.
Alright, let's figure out how many laps there are going to be for that.
Well, let's see. The fastest time was a 1:57.8. So it's going to be somewhere a little over 22 laps.
That's close. What are we going to do about that? Okay. 720.
And here are your positions. First, second, and third, Paulo, Gromowski, and Eric Perry. Followed by JQ&R, Epic, Garrett Turbo, Breeze THH, JXCast, Ziori, and Organize. Running out your top 10 into the sprint race. Stay tuned with us as we start the sprint race in a couple minutes. So it has been confirmed that the sprint race will be 11 laps. Drivers are lining up now.
Oh my god, for the first time ever, the actual light boards work too. Whoa,
Wow.
unbelievable.
It's about time.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. The light boards are actually the right color. Let me see. Can the light. Oh my god, they're actually working.
It
Like
looks
they
a
should have been.
fast setup for everybody on the grid.
And speaking of the grid, I think we might not have enough slots. Cars landing all the way up from P1 down to P24. That's
Looks
all
like
of our grid
everybody
slots.
here is to celebrate the last race of season 1 for GT3.
Jeez, we are just missing 11th place right now. Who's in 11th?
And join. Oh, he's not joining us
hold on.
anymore.
90 euro.
And he's back.
And I'm back.
And you're
All
back.
right.
Welcome,
I'm
Kakara.
back. Thank you.
All right, Kakera, we are just starting the
All right,
GT3
Kakara,
race.
you got a favorite on board? I know you're kind of leaning towards the Ferraris. You got one of the Ferrari
Yes.
drivers you're liking?
Both of them.
If
They're
you
both
had
pretty good.
one, what would you choose?
That's a really good question. I don't know.
Well, it seems like Eric's been doing some good stuff, but Epic Brothers, keeping up with him. They're almost like identical twins.
Yeah, I kind of have a problem that I've invited like half the people here, so I can't really say like, oh, I really don't want this guy to win.
Well, I guess that is fair. Maybe Angelo will clinch out a win, you never know.
Oh yeah, no, he's not. You know why? Because
Why?
he's been driving automatic the entire time. I have taken him under my wing, and I've decided to teach him, and it's now his time to learn sequential, and now he's gonna get better.
Uh-oh, it looks like we're having a response session real quick.
Big oof. Alright, so let's talk about qualifying positions. East qualifying in P15 after finishing 5th in the F1 race yesterday,
Oh,
finishing 5th in the GT3 race.
As we can see, Jake and R's car is just broke. He's gonna have to go back to the pits and reset that.
How has that happened?
I don't know. It's probably off the cashier. I don't think you should be teleporting people when they're in cars.
That's a very good point.
I'm too high for this.
Now Epic is gonna have to reset his car as well. We're missing one slot though. Who is that? We got a slot missing. Number 13. Who's position 13? Low Fun Greg.
Low Fun Greg.
Low Fun Greg.
He is having fun in the pit lane. He's coming back.
I see.
That was the fucking most cringe thing I've said on a stream yet.
Well, he's gonna have to stop his fun and get in that pit area, or else he's gonna have to start in the pits.
That's so sad though. The career of Low Fun Greg, it went from fighting for podiums in Japan to fighting for 12th in Qatar.
So as we know, Beta Zero is definitely gonna clinch at a constructors challenge, no matter
They already
who
have.
wins this race. But now it is a fight for 3rd and 4th. Vexala Motorsport with 168 total points and Brandster with 130. If, from some miracle, they are able to get 38 points while Vexala gets none, they are in a chance to get 3rd position. Lotus Racing, however, JQNR's team, is at 106.5, and anything that he does, if he wins, then he's definitely going to be able to get that 4th position. Jaguar Esprit, well, we'll cross our fingers for them. But BTW Motorsports in 7th with 77.5.
His BWT is just bespoke.
For some reason, somebody put PTW in the...
Yes, somebody. Whoever made the sheet.
I don't know who would have done that faster. But they have 77.5 points right now, while Esprit only has 94. If BWT can do some good positions this race, they're going to clinch out that 6th position.
When was the last time Esprit scored points in GT3? Like, they haven't scored points in a while, have they?
I haven't
That is
even
a good
seen
question.
an Esprit on the grid.
The last time Esprit has scored a single point was back in Brazil.
Holy
Esprit are
shit!
currently Spirit are currently 16th and also not on the grid.
And Spirit has been
I don't
kinda
know what
going
90
from
Ur is doing.
drivers to drivers, so that might explain why they haven't been doing so good.
What
He's
position
Eastbridge's
is
career
90 Ur?
over.
Someone find his position. Does anybody know what position 90 Ur?
Who?
He's 30th. 90 Ur is 30th. Why do we have 30 cars?
30 cars.
Uh,
I don't think there's 30 cars. There's only like 23
Oh, I see my name on the board.
because I see a lot of people who have no times, especially Kashmir. Huh? Interesting.
I don't see past 23rd, so I have no idea what's happening.
You're gonna have
You gotta take your screen and put it to the side.
Oh.
Take your window and put it to the side.
Aha, it's all broken. Cool.
I can finally remove details. That's gonna be useful. Although it didn't remove those sand mounds, that's gonna be an issue on one of those spectator cameras.
Should be our.
Looks like people who are not in a position. Only Esprit. Esprit is gonna be starting.
Wait, how do we have 25 cars?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
everybody's raring to go for the formation lap for sprint race. And Kashmir has called the formation lap. There they go. Now all we have to do is hope that nobody passes Paulo, or else they're gonna be in for a bad time.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
go my team real quick. I'll be right back too.
Okay. Shay and Kaikera will be back. I'll take over commentary. Currently, we've got Paulo leading the race, pulling away from the rest of the field, and this is just the hot lap. Sorry, out lap. My bad. So anyway, we've got Paulo. It is not an uncommon sight. Gromowski, that's an uncommon sight. Seeing him in the Zen and seeing a Valor on the front row, very uncommon indeed. We don't see many people using the car. In fact, we'll let the whole grid scroll through and we'll call each car as we see it. So we got a couple of Mayas. We got our first Martini out of the pack. Let's wait for the rest. We've got 2 more Martinis, 2 more Mayas, another Martini, 3 more, another Martini, 2 Valors, more Martinis.
And there's an Eastbridge stuck on the track. Well, stopped on the track.
Oh, there is, and it's 90 Ur. He knows he's starting from the pit lane, so let's see what happens to him.
I mean, he's not moving, so...
No, he's moving now.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Indeed.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Alright, great.
Dude, we need a helicopter shot for this track. The track has such a...
A thing to think about for
Okay.
season 3.
And I've been thinking about it since season 1.
You need to get the Desert Heli Wars helicopter and fit it with a camera.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, if it actually worked.
Maybe I might need to code an Ion helicopter.
That would be interesting. I'm gonna have to get a pro driver on that one. Maybe the Care can finally have a job again.
The helicopter driver.
Does 9/11 with the helicopter during the race.
So much going wrong.
And here they come over to the last corner.
And the
These
helicopter is
helicopters are
actually more
beautiful.
exciting than the track.
The helicopter starts setting hot laps.
Oh, I'd see him doing that. Yep.
Starts following every single.
Dude, do you see the stream? You should go look at the stream. The fucking helicopter shot is beautiful.
Let me check this out.
All right, let's go watch the stream.
I should probably link the stream.
You should probably link the stream. Yeah. Okay, so someone's really holding up the grid now. As I heard personally, Tab Boss complaining about someone going really, really slowly.
Oh, and there they are in the long straight.
Someone is definitely going slow. Because there's a huge gap.
Who could
So
that
let's move
be,
this
I
back.
wonder? Is that
It's like they're not even moving.
Yes, it is. Bombo Clout going extremely slow, holding up the line.
Damn, well, don't get disqualified, because I will disqualify you.
He will.
Do it.
And well, you probably just put him in the pits, let's be real.
Yeah, let's see.
Alright, here we are.
Alright, as the rest of the grid pulls up.
I'm just gonna make sure
To line
I
up.
my voice, because I suck. 'Cause 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 I suck. ' Here they
We
go.
have a whopping 5 people watching. I'm one of them.
Amazing.
Looks like we're still missing a few positions. Let's see who those are. We are still missing a number 16, a number 19.
Okay,
Jet might be
we'll
number
get
22,
to the
I can't
leaderboard.
tell because he's not in his grid spot. And then 24.
Is anyone on the track right now?
The only one on the track I can see is Fasta. In his Vexali uniform, no doubt.
Because, yeah, no one's lined up in 16th, where it should be Fire Alt. As he left the game. No, he's still in the game.
He's still in the game, but where is his car?
Where?
Someone to get on spectate on him? Oh, wait a second. I got nobody on the spectate board. Spectate board awkward for anybody else?
We're just
Yeah,
get
just
it.
cleared everything up.
Heck.
Oh, that's not good. I guess we're gonna have to do another formation on
Now we're good.
that. Really?
Hold on.
It's the American dream, don't worry.
Oh boy. Kashmir is asking people in the pit lane to start before the white line. Hop out and hop out of your cars, thanks. Excellent work.
Hop out and hop out. Once you have hopped out, you need to hop again.
Now hop out and hop out. Make sure you don't drive your car. Man, crowd sure looks
Right.
packed today for the last race of GT3 for Season 1.
Currently trending in the chat, go.
Go
Go. You heard it here, folks.
go home, more like.
No, let's go big or go.
Interesting.
Legend has it Anto's gonna win this race.
Okay, well, I've told you to get behind the line, but if you don't, then if you don't get qualified, that's your own fault.
Alright. Esprit is a little bit behind in front of the line though. Hopefully that doesn't screw things up.
Alright, well, we got green flag, so I think we can get racing underway. As soon as...
Wait for the watch the lights from Kashmir.
Isn't Fasta here?
I believe he is.
Fire Real is asking me which lights he should watch.
That's disappointing.
That's impressive.
Watch
That's like,
the
To
lights.
watch the lights, it's 5
That's
red, waiting
that's
for the
an-
black.
Ooh,
And they're off.
and away we
Now
go.
starting the sprint race of Qatar, the last race for Season 1 of GT3.
As Eric and Epic get a flying start, now in the lead is 2 Ferraris and Gromowski in third,
And
also fighting with the field.
people in the pits are
Oh,
now
Paulo
back.
falls
Paolo
way
running
down.
really wide.
He falls back into the mid pack here. How's Gromowski doing? He's currently almost leading this race right now. Hi.
Gromowski
Between,
right now
Gromowski.
in front with JQ in and both
Paolo battling with Anto, lol.
drivers.
We
It's
were
an
Eric
amazing little
and
battle.
Epic, the two similar named brothers in the Ferrari. Both looks like they're leading the races. It looks like a Ferrari 1-2 at the moment with
JCast
JCast in third.
flying start. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely rocketing off the line here. Might be a little bit unfortunate to have
Fortunately,
to put the
Merc right
collision on.
behind him though. We might have to wait a few more than 3 laps for collision with this kind of routing.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Let's see how they do. Everybody on lap 1, timer sorts itself out.
A lot of people overshooting that corner, especially a BWT driver, putting him back. Right now,
well-
your positions are Eric, Garrett, and JCast. However, any corner can change that.
Oh, Gromowski going extremely wide onto the purple stuff. See if he
He
manages
might
to
do
bring it
fast
back. That
laps,
puts
but
him
let's see
way
if he
back
can
in the
pull
pack.
up. You can do a fast lap, but you gotta hold your own.
We got the nice sand blocking the way.
Flying over there. He's at least a half a second ahead. However, Garrett Turner's right behind, followed by J-Cass and Gromowski into the second to last corner.
Here comes Paolo steaming up the field
Now coming
after
into
making a
the
mistake in turn 2.
Paul's doing a really good job getting through the field right now.
Yes, but if he can do a 157, that's to be expected.
Let's see if he's able to get to the front.
Ooh, Eric running a little wide. Garrett's fighting for the lead now.
And here they come. Eric, Garrett, Paulo, Gromowski, J-Cass. Garrett
Gromowski
now
reporting
with
as
the fastest time.
Oh,
Eric
Eric's sliding a bit.
slid. You might need to turn that traction control on. He is
Oh,
sliding
and
all
it's-
over the place. It is only the second lap.
and it's Paulo who's currently in the lead of the race right now.
Oh, is that J-Cass?
Oh,
Is that
he's
J-Cass
got
that's
something in the
spun?
wall.
J-Cass in a wall?
That's
no.
J-Cass in the wall, and he is stuck. Will that be a retirement?
Duck.
How do you even get stuck like that? We don't have.
It's possible, it's
Actually,
possible.
it is possible if he can't use
It is very possible.
We have another one. Oh, Fire almost does the
Doing
exact
God
same
knows
thing.
what.
Fire
Okay,
almost
except
does the
he's
exact
Now
same
caught it.
thing.
20 Merc has to hold the line.
And meanwhile, it's Paulo leading this race right now as we come across the timing line.
There's a five-way battle for the lead now between two Ferraris, the BWT of Garrett Turbo and Paolo, as Garrett runs
First.
wide.
Is out of the race. There is no way he's going to be able to get back on that.
That's unfortunate. Well, he's gonna have to go into the pit lane. Still managing to be ahead of some drivers somehow, even though he's in the barrier and he's been there for a while. Looks like Eric is comfortably leading this race right now. Is that Eric? It is Eric, not Epic. Currently leading for the Ferrari driver team. That's an impressive drive from him. We've got Paulo bringing up the rear, but with Gromowski just by.
You know, it's also really impressive. East started in 15th, now he's in 6th place, only 3 seconds down from the leader.
That Valor is very strong.
And Garrett still has the fastest lap though. We'll see if anybody can.
Oh, Eric running really
Fast
wide.
and going wide,
20 Merc music pulling up.
giving Paulo
Getting
the
ahead
lead.
of these sliders. Paulo now in the lead.
As Garrett runs wide slides.
It is now Ferrari Beta Beta. Or Beta Ferrari Ferrari more like. Because Beta has now taken the lead and has gotten the fastest lap. Nope, Epic has now taken the fastest lap away from him. There's now a fight between Beta and Ferrari like it always has been. Let's see who wins. We're now in lap 3 and they passed
And J-Cass still on the track.
He is sadly between a rock and a hard spot in that position.
Or
That's
barrier in
a
the
horrible
track.
way to do a wreck. He's going to have to probably stay out of the whole race, but luckily he'll probably be better in future. We can only hope.
Let's go down the field a little bit. We've got East Sliders and Bombo Clout, obviously being disqualified from the F2 race last weekend. Actually, this weekend, managing to find his way up into GT3. Not doing too bad, running in the points currently. If that's how GT3 points work, that should be 1 point there for 10th.
No, it's half a point for 10th.
Holding his own.
Half a point. Oh, that's right. We're
Yep.
doing the sprint race.
Yeah.
All right. Well, half a point.
There's now 8 laps left in the sprint race.
And
The
it looks
front
like
pack
we're-
seems to be separating a little bit.
We're going to have to turn on collision. What do you say? We do that on the beginning of the 4th lap.
Yeah, as soon as we start the 4th lap, I believe collisions will go ahead and get themselves on.
Alright.
As our camera seems to be having a little bit of difficulty.
Oh no, Gromowski has just slid.
Oh, he loses a little bit of time.
A lot of time.
Alright, we can just leave that person down. Hold on, leave that time. Okay, right. His key jab is hyped.
Positions on the sector.
So that should put him down in 7th position then.
Here comes Paulo out off the S curve, coming into the straight. Collisions on any second now. We're just waiting for the go from Kashmir. Here it is.
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is red. Collisions are now on. It is every man for himself.
Alright, well, let's take a look at the
The top 4 seem to be in shape for now.
Jay two drivers stuck not too far away from each other. Brandstar
Okay, I think
and a
Jay
Zen
needs to be
driver.
removed from the track now because it can
Oh,
go
yeah.
really, really bad.
Yes. Everybody should be out the pits and off the track.
Alright, Jet Tex,
Let's check on
taken off
feed
the track.
position with Gromowski, see if there's any fighting going on there. It looks like Tebos is right next to him with Bombleclap in front of Breeze.
Alright, so it's a comfortable lead for the Beta Zero Polo.
Getting a lot of lag. That might be
Oh shit, something's hit.
behind. JQ are having a huge wreck.
The two Ferraris seem to have hit.
Yep. Oh,
That lag spike
420.
just ruined a lot of people's day. 420 Burke Music down in the 16th position. I wonder what
Well, that
happened
mixed
to
up the
him.
results. Oh my god, Polo with a huge lead now over the grid. Now thanks to that lag spike.
He is going to be in good hands as long as he doesn't get hit by a driver he's lapping.
Well, let's see what Polo's looking at right now. He's got a driver ahead of him. Currently running down in 25th, oh sorry,
No,
24th position. 20er is running behind somebody who's
Ferrari
retired.
having a huge wreck. Eric
Oh,
sliding
still
up
going
against
on.
East Sliders.
Still
Taking
going
him for a
on.
ride. He's
Oh,
gonna be
and he
thrown
goes
into that curve.
straight into the barrier. Manages to continue though.
That one. F1 fan going into 6th, maybe even 5th now that he's up against Ferrari.
Oh, big battle behind him as well. Breeze in the BWT car. So back at the top, Paul with a 6.3 second gap to the closest car behind him. And surprisingly, Garrett Turbo, you would have seen him up on the podiums.
So I was in the commentary and at the Ferrari guys at the worst possible time,
Yep.
as Epic Brother got absolutely collected and lost 20% of his tires.
Ooh, not good. That's especially not what you want, especially when you crash. You lose time and tires.
But Jesus Christ, his fronts are 20% worse than both Paolo and Eric.
Oh, jeez. Meanwhile, we've got Gromowski running down in 10th place. He's running behind JQN Baumclout. Not sure really what that says for his race. But that does mean if he finishes in that position, he'll be starting on pole for the feature race.
Outlap. He's about to lap someone. Let's see if he gives him any trouble.
Ooh.
It looks
Let's
like
see.
an FRC driver. Problems. Oh, but he's fighting though. Any sort of lag spike will ruin either one of these drivers. And Garrett Turbo is not too far away from them.
Oh, the Abnarsi goes wide.
And allows Paulo to get up. Second and third.
We have a
They're
good
not
battle
too
for
far
second.
behind. Abnarsi's driver is all over the place. Paulo going into the gray. And here he comes across the line. Epic in 12th still has the fastest lap.
Yes, sir.
Garrett Turbo and Ferrari having a battle. Surprised how good BWT is doing for the sprint race, seeing how they
Very
were last
surprising.
week. They are
Especially
definitely
considering
holding
they're a
their
new
own.
team, right?
I believe so. They took over Russian Power.
And two brand new drivers. Oh, we got somebody crashing into the barrier there. Was that East? No, that was Gromowski crashing into the pit barrier on the exit of the pit barrier.
Not good.
That's a little bit confusing. Almost sliding into Nick. Nick having to take evasive action there. Really not sure what that was about. That was interesting. He crashed into the pit exit, not the pit entry.
Battle
Wild.
for second still going.
The only time
they're
I've
going
seen
wheel to
somebody
wheel.
do that was Kara when his tires went to 0 and he accidentally hit the front, getting him stuck. Luckily, that didn't happen to Gromowski, and he's able to continue.
Continue in 12th position though. He needs to make up 2 positions if he wants to start anywhere near the front. Currently, it's going to be his other driver is going to be starting at the front, if anything.
Yes,
Hoggins.
Sliders in 4th position for Zent in the Valors.
Ooh, will Zent be able to get one of their very first podiums? Because it seemed to be very elusive to them in all series so far in F1.
Oh no, Red Bull driver has slid over in the right before the straight. Just saw it on the edge of my map.
This guy just went straight off the other. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just went
in,
straight. He
20th
didn't brake.
position.
And here
Oh,
comes-
the battle for third and for second is getting really good because he's caught up to the field. Garrett slowed down Eric enough.
5 laps in the race left.
All right,
We
well,
have now hit the halfway point.
if Eric makes any mistakes or Garrett makes any mistakes, we know that East is right behind to collect the pieces. So both of these guys want to make sure they have a clean race. They've got the slipstream, but they don't want to stay there too long because you know what the lag looks like.
Yes, if lag hits them in a bad position, anything could happen to them, and it could ruin their race completely.
Yeah, Ferrari currently running 3rd and 11th. They need all the points they can scrap up if they want to secure 2nd place in the constructors. And
No, we've
there it
already
goes.
secured it.
Oh,
Speak
and
of the
East goes
devil,
into the barrier
Gromowski
too.
and Eric have a full spin, leaving Garrett a considerable lead.
That was East Sliders. Gromowski is in 16th position right now.
Ansel
Why
says
has
that he
he
is
not
retiring.
pivoted?
Antelo retiring from 22nd position.
No,
Looks like
Anto,
that change to
no.
Red Bull was not good for him.
Oh
2
shit,
cars
Tabaz
colliding.
getting collected by Anto.
Who's
Oh,
pitting?
where is that?
Tabaz was about to pit and got collected by Anto.
Yeah, we got that straight on the camera.
I'm gonna
pitting.
kill Anto
And with all
afterwards.
the rubble happening, 420 Merc Music going into a 12th position.
Oh, the Abnarsi of F1. Oh, no, that's the Abnarsi of another driver getting spun in the background there. That's me fellow.
I'm seeing a big battle for 10th.
Epic brother, spinning around from 12th position there, managing to gain a position somehow from that. All of that. We'll see where that updates after the timing line because now he's behind Gromowski in 15th position. So I believe
Fun
that
fact. Fun fact about
going
Eric's
into 11th
tires.
Position, now in a fight with
Tabaz-
Zent driver, Organize.
Tabaz running
They're
29
getting
and
very
36
close to
on his
each
front
other,
tires, 65 on the rear.
Let's look at my boys. Alright, looks like Paulo on a 21.94 fuel, but his fronts are at about 66%. He is almost equal with 420 Merc Music. And JQ and Rec with a 48% on his front tires and 76 on the rear.
Gromowski getting past Nickmo, just missed it, but we saw him ahead. Now taking 13th place off of Nickmo. That was an impressive move.
Based on these fuel percentages, I don't think any of the top drivers are going to be running out of fuel for the sprint. Can't say
No,
the same
sir.
for the future. We'll see what happens.
Oh, battle for 5th position. It's JQN versus East Sliders. East Sliders going to the inside here. These guys are going to probably see themselves side by side. But it looks like JQN's going to have the lead for the time being. The number 74 Lotus, that is.
It looks like Eric is now caught up with Garrett. He's only a couple of seconds behind. But right next to them is a Red Bull driver, which might give him a bit of trouble.
Oh, let's see. One goes past. Eric goes into the
Guillotine as
gravel.
Eric gets right in front of him by using the red area.
Oh, he passes off track. That was interesting. No penalty there, obviously. It's very slippery out there, so you don't gain too much time, but you do have more options for overtaking, let's say.
Garrett and Eric now drag racing down the DRS zone up into the next corner.
Let's see here.
Paulo with a considerable lead. He's about 13.5 seconds ahead of second.
This is a battle between Breeze and East. Breeze, East, and JQ, and all fighting for the 4th position right now.
With
I
Bommelcott
think-
right behind them too. It is a 4-person battle right now.
All right, so let's hope we see a 4-car pileup, and we get to see
We can
F1
only
fan close to the podium.
Anything to get 420 Merc Music up in front, you know what I'm saying.
And so has retired, but he can still win this race.
No, that's JKS. 420's in 10th. I know my drivers.
He's in 23rd right now. I believe there was a little pileup actually. They just dug behind the sand dune, so I'm not too sure right now. Who was that? Bomb McLeod. Do we have all of our main drivers here? JQ and East, Paul McLeod, Breeze.
Well, I'm not sure we can count Gromowski as a main driver.
We're currently running down in 13th. He's not going to have the benefit of the reverse top 10, so he's going to have to make up some positions in the sprint race.
I'm gonna have to kill 2 people after this race.
Okay.
Okay.
Is
One of them being the Season 2 F1 champion.
Alright, as you heard on the stream, folks, Kara's about to kill 2 people. Be sure to call 911.
One of them is in France, the other is in Britain.
Well,
One
at
has
least
bad
he's in
teeth,
London,
one
or else
smells
you're gonna have
really
to
bad.
use some underpants. Paulo. Seems like his lead is getting a little shorter. Garrett's now 12 seconds ahead.
Battle for second is really, really close because they're going wheel to wheel now.
Yep.
Oh, they are.
Into
Side
the
by
next
side.
DRS zone. The same one as last time. We are now at 9-11. 9 laps out of 11. Shoot.
Oh no.
It is a very tough battle. Garrett is not giving him any space. He's going to have to do probably what he did for the last driver.
Oh, he runs wide. He runs really wide.
He runs really wide. But, no,
Gets
he
collected.
hits Eric too. That is a bit of mean driving from Garrett Turbo.
Oh, JQN got hit on the curbs. And there is a big battle for position between Lopan Greg and F1 fan.
Oh, that is gonna hurt. And there goes Ziori in front of him.
Passing him in the beta 0 there. Look, we've got Gromowski right behind this pack as well. And that very iconic Zeko Academy car.
Only 2 laps remaining. We'll see if anything changes. Anything can happen on 2 laps.
Yeah, Eric and Epic, for example, setting a purple sector 1 right now on his more or less fresh tires.
That is true. I guess he had to pit, but that pit might have ruined him.
Okay, as the other strategist, no, there was really nothing to lose. He's in the same position as he was before that.
We'll see if those fresh tires really give any benefit to him.
I mean, he's got the fastest lap, so.
Currently, I'm on board
That's
with.
the fastest lap for at least 6 laps.
Who are you on board with?
I'm currently
Battle
on
for
board
8th or
with
2nd.
Gromowski.
Oh, JQN. Why are you on board with Gromowski? There's no button.
And we're on board with Gromowski. He's been 2. And we saw that from the onboard shot.
Again, he's getting dragged. He's getting dragged.
Merc got hit too. Everybody is getting hit on this lap.
Battle for second. They're going wheel to wheel again. They're going wheel to wheel.
Well,
It is a
Gromowski just got
deathmatch
mutilated.
out there right now. Everybody is out for blood.
I think the battle for second is something to watch.
Yeah.
Because again, they're going wheel to
I'm
wheel.
watching a crazy battle for 9th right now.
Well, tell us if anything happens. We're gonna stay on board with this battle for 2nd position.
Oh no, Merc has crashed again right at the corner. That's gonna hurt him really hard. Gromowski
Oh,
getting
does he
right
come
up ahead
back
of
on?
him.
Oh, he does, but just misses
Almost in
Gromowski
a
there.
similar position to JCast, but at least he's able to get out of that one.
Alright, let's see.
However, he's got a lot of positions to catch up now.
Oh,
Oh, the top 2 are coming up to a back marker. It's 90 as he's
90
cutting across the line.
Final lap. Paulo has crossed the line. It is now final lap. He is still 15 seconds ahead of Garrett.
Garrett Turbo.
16 ahead of Eric.
Garrett Turbo knows that he has to be careful here. There's a lot to lose and
Any
very little to
mistake
gain.
Could
All
ruin.
he needs to do is keep Eric behind him. Or is that Epic?
It's
They're
Eric.
getting neck and neck. He's starting to draft him, but that might be an issue. That like spike hits him. He's going to be on the rough end of that one.
Let's see what Eric's able to do on a narrow track on the last lap. Will the pressure get to Garrett Turbo? Garrett Turbo loses the back end a little bit going out of the corner. Sliding the car is the fastest way to get around these corners, but you slide it too much, you lose the rears.
Looks like he's not using his outer corners skills on the last one. He is
Ooh,
going straight into those apexes.
going to the inside. Eric taking the line is Garrett. He knows
Garrett
that
is
he's
not
got this
giving
covered.
him any space though.
All
This
Garrett
one
needs
was
to do
like
is
the
put
previous
himself.
few laps, except they're a bit further on this occasion.
Let's cut to 10th place really quickly. JQN and August are battling. As August hits the curves and goes wide, we're going to go ahead and go back to this battle for second place right now. As he's coming up to yet another back marker. This time it's the App Narcy of I Mellow Fellow. I really got that right. I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, what happens? What happens? And he goes wide.
He runs
I Mellow
really
Fellow goes
wide.
wide.
Oh, no, he's
Ooh, that
doing a
puts
glow
these guys
shot.
side by side.
Last corner.
He's just done a glow
Garrett,
shot.
Garrett, but it looks like Garrett was about to get ahead of him. Yep, he got right back ahead of him on that straight. Coming
Ooh,
up
that
to the
was
third to
close.
last corner, but here comes Paulo on the final corner, clinching a lead for the sprint through Carnage. And here he comes.
Oh, Garrett running really wide. Garrett,
Paulo
he's
is
been
your
hit.
winner.
Garrett is
Oh,
out.
Garrett
been
is
taken out.
hit.
On
Eric
the
is
last
now
lap.
in second, with East right behind him.
Can
I don't
Garrett
think
hold
I-
third
Get
place?
third.
I believe,
Garrett will
unless he
probably be
spins
able to
now,
hold third.
I'm
Garrett-
sure he will be third. As he
There's
rounds the final
Eric.
corner, and that is going to be
Garrett in third. East Sliders in fourth.
Mine Line
Barely
doing
clinching it
fuck
out.
all.
Yeah, another impressive drive from East Sliders there.
Bex
Ooh, there's a
Solid.
battle for 14th.
Bex Solid clinching
Ooh.
a fifth position
It's not even a bad battle, honestly.
and jumping out of his car in the process. Breeze TH in sixth. FIFA following behind, very far ahead. With
Ooh,
Lil Fun
Epic
Greg
Brother
and
battling with
Ziori right
Gromowski.
next to him.
Oh, let's see if they're able to do anything on the last lap here.
If anything's going to happen, it's going to be right here as they pass the fast corner.
I think Nickmo in the points is a bit too far on this occasion,
Here
but
they come. It is F1 fan Lil Fun Greg Ziori.
Epic is absolutely flying through these people right now.
Nickmo 902 clinching 10th, and there are your positions for points.
I think Gromowski got passed on the last lap.
There's a battle for 11th.
right now.
Yeah, no, Epic
No,
Brothers
Gromowski.
11th. He's done it.
Gromowski is now in 13th. Epic in
13th.
If we
11th.
pit him sooner, he would have been fucking in the
Organized
points.
in 12th. JQNR in 14th. And 15th is To Boys.
Yeah, you know, it
Hello.
is quite weird to pit on a 11 lap race on lap
Which means that
7.
Yeah, except if your front tires are 20%
16th.
worse than anyone else, you should pit, yeah.
Yeah,
But
maybe,
Dakar said no.
maybe halfway through the race.
That is
Yeah,
true.
Dakar
Looks like
said fucking
Brandstar-
no though, so he's getting
Brandstar
killed.
had a lot of heartbreak during that race. Let's hope they can get any more positions in feature. I don't know about you guys, but band sprint races season 3?
Yes.
Are the most interesting races, period.
Yes, because
Well, I
fucking
cannot-
Beta
I
Zero
cannot
always
argue
wins
that.
in them because you hire people to take out everyone else.
Hold on. Brandstar,
This is a conspiracy
Brandstar
I
won
cannot
last
agree
week.
to.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's because I hired someone to take out the Beta Zero. What do you think?
Brandstar won last week.
Yeah, someone hired to take out Beta Zero, and this week somebody
Someone
hired to
being
take
me,
out
but okay.
Brandstar. I guess
Oh,
it
you
comes
mean in
full
the sprint
circle.
race?
Yeah, sprint race.
Oh, I thought you meant the feature race. I forgot the sprint race happens.
Maybe
Okay,
you
I'm
should
gonna
not
go
have sprint races
debrief
anymore if you're
these
going to
guys.
keep forgetting them.
Yes.
Only
I'll turn off
Yes.
collision.
Yes.
GT3.
Oh, there goes Kakira. And now they're going to start getting ready for feature race. How many laps are you expecting on this one?
23. Sprint race.
And now they're asking for drivers to the grid. What are we looking at? Are we looking at a reverse, or are we looking at the same positions from sprint? Kashmir has called a reverse top 10, which means first place is now in 10th and 10th is now in first, with everybody now in the top 10 going in their positions of finish. Which means JCast, sadly, crashing in the first few legs, is going to be in last position for this feature race. Let's see how much of a potential this is going to give him. Let's check out fuel right now. It seems like Brandstar is going to be playing it safe and going with 100 fuel for their laps. Low Fun Greg with Audi going for 100 as well.
Audi races in GT3.
Yes, they are WRT, I believe. Let's see what
concept.
E-Sliders is doing. I'm going to steal this booth real quick. Looks like he's going 100 as well. Seems like a lot of people are starting to play it safe after the fiascos with people running out of fuel before they finish their lap. I wonder who started that trend.
JCast? No. JQN?
Was it JQN that did it first? I feel like it was, you know,
Shut up.
all fun and games here in the studio.
Beta 0.
I can't talk shit. Did you see how he did his sprint?
Exactly. Let's keep that record up. And Jack, in fact, actually, Beta 0
420
has
Merc
set-
Music and JCast are going to be very angry with that last sprint race. I'm sure they're out for blood for this feature.
So interestingly enough, Beta 0 actually set a record. Kaikera, I know you love your record. Not here at the moment, but I'll tell you anyway. You can listen to this after. Beta 0 is the only team to win every single race that they participated in every single country.
I'm calling steroids. I don't know about you boys.
Well, let's hope that Zyro front can bring home some really good results. Beta 0, or
Someone
maybe
might have
some
to
really
start
bad
testing you
results.
for doping. You never know. Those Roblox drugs really hit hard nowadays.
As we do see waffles in the what are we gonna call this? So maybe he's doping. One big arm, small arm. You know what that means? Quarantine time, boy.
Looks like Brandstar is panicking a bit after that sprint race.
Wow, it never
It
hit me
also
how
looks
ugly.
like Jay is going to be in the pit lane since he was last position and there are no slots.
All right, starting in currently the wrong. I'm guessing Nicola is in pretty much the right position.
Oh, what's
Just wait
this?
for instruction.
Brandstar right next to each other. Have they changed positions? They're now 16th and 18th. Abnarsi, a little dazed and confused.
Come on, guys, 11-6. What is it?
Oh, I see. Looks like since everybody else behind JCast also didn't finish the race, JCast is going to be able to get up ahead of them. And Frosted. Who's in Frosted in the pit lane? Oh, that's DeCare.
Sorry for this, but
Hold
can
on
I
a
risk
second.
the
Wait a
J2
second.
win?
Wait a second. Why is DeCare in the pit lane?
That carry is going to be attempting the 0-stop race.
I believe that is against the rules.
No, the Lord and Savior himself has allowed it.
Yo, what's does Lacopioid race in any series?
Yes.
He races in F1.
He races in
on the
GT3
podium?
as well.
He does, really.
Okay, he hasn't gotten a podium though, right?
Nope. He
Not
doesn't have a
like
single
Kobe, no.
podium.
Okay. So then that's fine.
This is
Okay,
DeCare.
great.
This is DeCare we're talking about, not Kopiak.
10 laps. 23 laps.
Alright, well, this is the final race, the race that matters. Formation lap, and someone's trying to blast off the line for some reason.
That's not gonna go well for him.
Paulo is getting a lazy start there.
And someone back there not starting.
Let's see, a few people. We got the 2 Red Bull. Maybe you need an energy drink, they fellas. You know what they say, Red Bull gives you methamphetamines.
Lacopiat asking you, can he drive for JQN?
Pretty sure I already said yeah to that.
Oh.
Or JQN? Is JQN out?
If JQN doesn't score any points this race, Ted Boss does secure 3rd in the championship, I'm pretty sure. Well, let me check the standings right now. Well, as of before.
So with the race right now, these standings are going to change dramatically. We might have some real shuffleboard on the standings compared to constructors.
Hear that?
If Dakar can somehow
low from
clinch a
Greg.
top point for Nippon Frost, it'll put him up ahead by a considerable amount, maybe even up ahead of BWT.
By the way,
Greg has a chance of finishing out of Ted Boss.
I'm not sure Brandstar is going to be able to keep their 4th position, but we'll find out.
Against Lotus? Are you
Against
sure?
everyone.
I mean, Eastbird ain't gonna do it. Lotus, probably not gonna do it. BWT,
I'm a little more
maybe.
concerned about Paulo trying to go up against Dakar. Because seeing how he was starting in the pit lane in the last F1 race and still clinching out a 1st place victory, you can only
but
wonder
question,
what's going to happen on this one.
Why are you surprised? That's literally Dakar.
Well, I'm not. I'm more surprised than he's in GT3, and I thought that was illegal.
Yeah, good point. That is a really good point. Oh shit, I just realized I have Formula E in 24 minutes. Fuck.
Dakar here sponsoring for another division, not of Ion.
Uh-oh. Fuck, my career's over now.
Gonna have a talk with him after the stream.
We got another person here, and it is...
Randy
midday. It is Randy Sleeves. Big man has returned.
did you really think Mayday was?
It's just cash.
Dakar asking for his tire wear.
What?
I'm not sure.
Why would he be asking for his tire where he is just
What
started?
number is he?
Um,
Oh, his number is A.
you're allowed to do that.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
I don't think that's allowed. No, he
Hold
has
on.
taken the 2nd driver, and it is literally just AA.
Okay, well, it doesn't work, so we can't check.
That's interesting. Good job, guys.
And last time I checked, I don't think he is signed in as a driver unless they put him in signing proof. No, they have not. So I don't think that is illegal.
It's legal, don't worry. It's all Ferrari. It's legal.
Here you have it,
Hey.
boys. Ferrari is now Godfather. Anything says goes.
No, listen. We have been, and who's that in the wall?
Sorry.
Epic
Oh,
seems to be stuck. Is
there
okay,
he
he's not
is.
stuck.
Looks like he had to hit the wall to get
Jesus
his head back in
Christ.
shape. And here we go. We're about to start the feature race. 23 laps. Watch the lights, and here they go. It's 1 red, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now waiting for the black. Engines rolling hard. And ready, steady, go. And they're off to the start of the final feature race at Qatar for GT3 Season 1. Dakar going into third to last position at the start. Who's up in front? Looks like it's Ferrari and Zent. Won't be able to tell very surely who's in front until they pass the first sector and we can spectate them. Oh,
Yeah.
Ziora's in front. No, Gromowski's in front. Both Zint Valor's up in front with Paolo. What an interesting turn of events. And here they come into the fourth corner.
Alright, I'm
A
ahead
lot
out.
of
Good
people
luck with
going
commentary.
wide. Right now, Zint Valor's up in front with Vexala behind them. Interesting turn of events. Let's see if they're able to keep that up. Gromowski up in front right now, followed by Vexala, Zint, Lotus, Ferrari, Beta Zero, with BWT is up behind. It's going to be interesting to see how many pits these drivers do. I know some that could probably do one pit for this race, but since this is a very technical track, they might have to suffer and only do the 2 pits.
Interesting fun though fact though, we got Gromowski here, and he's leading this race comfortably with a 0.7 second lead. Excuse me, sorry, a 1.2 second lead over Bumbleclat in second. Is
That is
Gromowski
true.
gonna pull away?
Moderator
the
of Ion
Zephyr.
showing the other drivers what's up. Kind
Yes,
of
they-
reminded me of Dallaire a little bit.
Ion Senior Director Gromowski in first place, leading by 1.2 seconds. Let's see what the updates to at the timing line.
But even more interesting is Vexala coming in with a... Wait, what is this? 90 is now at first?
Okay.
What in the world?
Okay.
Our last driver has now miraculously somehow gone into first place. I'm calling a glitch in the system.
Nightingale leading the race after.
Oh, nope, Gromowski is now back up in front.
Okay, as he drops down the field, as he so very much.
He takes that corner way too wide, though. That
Damn.
might hurt him.
2.4 second lead, all now probably reduced to less than a second. As we see the Ferrari boys right back up on him, he could have pulled away from this.
Well, those Ferraris might be right on his tail. He might have fast acceleration, but let's see what he does on top speed and cornering. Guarantee a lot of drivers are probably going to change into the Valor for the next season, depending on how the tests go.
And we'll wait and see.
Should bring up. Can't
Gromowski
wait to see
leading.
how the Vizzy changes up in the next season, since there is no drivers in either a Vizzy or a Kasai for this race.
Should be very interesting. Hopefully we'll see a more diverse field, and team owners don't just flock to whatever car won the last race.
We'll have to hope.
Meanwhile, that Valor looks very planned in the high-speed corners. It just looks like it can corner way faster than all the other cars.
It's almost as if
1.4
he's
second
learned
gap.
the track faster than anybody else, or has more time to check it.
Well, he's been here for a while. The gap, 1.4 seconds, now has increased to 1.9 seconds. He's able to pull away. As long as he doesn't make any of those errors, he should be able to pull away comfortably and lead this race. Meanwhile,
One corner
Paulo...
sausage, and he could be out of this race.
Exactly. So let's talk about the Valor really quickly. We know this car is extremely quick, but on high fuel is when it really starts to show its pace. On low fuel, it gets twitchy, and that's where you start to lose tire wear. So Gromowski needs to build an early lead while he still has a lot of fuel on board.
You heard it here.
That's when this car is strongest.
Valor, hot on the acceleration, but that tire wear could ruin your handling by an extreme margin. We'll see if that happens with Gromowski and E-Slider, since they are right now first and third for their team.
Gap comes down to 1.4 seconds, though. Let's see if Eric's able to close that gap.
Eric's actually already closing that gap. Almost neck and neck with Gromowski right now, with E-Sliders hot on their tail. Vexala doing considerably well, almost ahead of Paulo. Looks like that new driver Bumbleclout's really putting in work for his team.
That's interesting. A double podium for Zent with E-Sliders. Looks like Gromowski almost goes a little bit wide. We're going to go on board here.
Looks like a miracle on a Sunday. Good see if they can hold it.
Interesting strategy from Brandstar, celebrating during FP2 and being nowhere during the race.
That is true. But then again, they have mentioned that this track is very technical and hard for them to remember. So, like I said before, you can have a fast lap, but that doesn't mean anything in the full scheme of things when you have to do 23 of them.
Damn, imagine forgetting a lap after what you just did.
That is true.
This track is hard to remember, though. I will give them that. All the
Like one
corners.
of the people at Shock's F1 said after he finished last place, it was like a child drew on a piece of paper with a crayon and said, "This is a track."
Amazing. We still have Gromowski leading here. I'm really enjoying looking at this lead battle, actually. You've got Gromowski with Eric just behind him.
He just
Eric,
slid.
Yeah, just
Eric's
having
gonna
a
take
moment.
advantage of that one.
Eric getting ahead of the Zent here, but looks like Gromowski managed to pull his time back and maintain the position.
Let's see if that acceleration's really doing well for him. He's getting out of those corners faster than Eric, and it's able to keep him up in front. But once those tires start wearing down, he's gonna have to start pitting.
All right, let's talk about the Maya. We know that the Maya, the Ferrari car here, very, very, very stable. Probably has the best balance out of all the cars.
And
But it's
probably
extremely
the fastest on top speed, although Kashmir here says that they all go the same top speed.
That's a fact.
So that might have just been a complete myth.
Conspiracy theories started by Ion in Ion. So
what goes out in Ion stays in Ion.
So talking about the Dragonite Maya here, overall one of the best balanced cars, probably the fastest on a single lap, but actually struggles with rear tire wear compared to the Midnight here. So he should be pulling away from Paulo, but as they start to do their laps, we should see that gap come down from Paulo as it comes towards the end of the stint here. We believe most drivers are going to be doing a 2-stop. And the rare few will be on the 1-stop. We're going to see who those few are.
This track is very technical with a lot of fast paces and slow corners that might do something to wear their tires more than any other track that we've seen today. So, for all we know, every driver could be doing a 2 pace. But we'll find out once we hit the third of the race. But going back to what you said on the Maya, saying that it looks like a Ferrari, which is kind of ironic when you think about the fact that Ferrari, Lotus, and BWT, which is branded it as a Mercedes-Benz, are in this race today.
That Mercedes-Benz logo on the front of that car is so undeserving.
Someone needs to get him a new wrap. Oh no, what was that? One of the drivers has hit the sausages hard.
That's an Narcy?
FIFA fan.
I believe that's
actually no, that was not FIFA fan. That was he's all the way back in 25th.
I'm Mellow Fellow, not even on the leaderboard for me.
That is very tragic.
That's crazy. After doing an entire 11-lap race, plus all FP sessions.
What's crazy is that East is now in second.
Oh my god, it's a Zent 1-2.
And second.
It's a Zent 1-2.
Beta Zero have a hard time to catch up with. They are doing what 420 Merc Music did not, but will they be able to keep it?
That's very interesting because that's the Academy team. It's like a Toro Rosso beating a Red Bull.
It's like an engine beating a Beta Zero.
It's like anybody being a Beta Zero.
That is true. But they are doing it right now, so anything could happen.
Oh my god, so the two Zent drivers are actually battling for the lead as it stands right now.
Let's hope that doesn't go to their disadvantage.
That is...
Paulo up in front now. Well, let's go look back at Takare, who seems to be falling behind. He was in 10th, but now is in 18th. He must have had a bit of a spin. He must not be used to these GT3 cars by doing F1 so many seasons.
Just goes to show you that you may be fast in F1. It doesn't mean you're fast in GT3. But also, Takare not getting any practice, to be fair. So we're kind of going into this blind.
Well, we can't say that because he's been getting some fast times on the last practice. I believe he got at least second or third.
Alright, let's let Dak get pit.
Alright, we are now 6 laps, 23.
Dakar saying, Thank you, parents. Looks like he got interrupted during mid-race, so...
That would explain a lot, but let's see if he can catch up.
Alright, currently
He's still
41
got
seconds off
plenty
the
of laps
leaders.
left. Gromowski and Eastslider still holding strong with Paolo right on their tail.
I really enjoy this front battle right here. I'm definitely going to stick with this.
Looks like there's a fight for fourth as well. JQ&R and Vexala in both Ferraris.
Oh my, huge fight.
Vexala.
That was JQN.
Looks like Vexala kind of had a bit of a spin.
Oh, that was Bumbleclaw, actually.
Yes.
Let's just call him Bomb. Yeah, that's a funny name.
Might be a fast car, but that Lotus wrap leaves a lot to behold.
Zach in the other Vexilla is saying that he's retiring. If he comes into the pits, that's a sad sight for Fasta.
I wonder why he's retiring. He's still got plenty of positions left.
He's 20th place right now, and he definitely could have made up time.
J-Cass for Brandstar up into 8th. He's been bringing up some time since he was up in 16th on the positions. However, 420 Merc Music down in 11th, right behind the BWTs. BWTs right in between the Brandstars right now. They are in a fierce battle.
I think there must have been some kind of crash from one of the Ferraris that we didn't see, because now the closest Ferrari is running 6 seconds off the lead, almost 7 seconds, as we see the two Ferraris battling actually.
Paulo's getting a little closer to Eastsliders. Gromowski's still holding the lead. It is now about to be the 7th lap, so if people are going to be doing their 1/3 pits, this would be the time. If not, next lap.
We'll see if anybody dives into the pits. So far, only Zach in the pits right now, but he's retiring. Does anybody else pit? No from the Ferrari, no from the other Ferrari, no from the Vexilla behind it, and no from the Lotus.
It looks like nobody in the top positions is going to be pitting this lap.
Nope.
We'll see what happens on the next one, though.
Ooh, Gromowski still leading this race. But Paulo
Paulo
getting
gets up ahead.
Wow, splitting the Zent cars there like a hot dog.
J-Cass in a tight battle with the two BWT drivers. They are up right next to each other.
Sliders must have made a mistake somewhere.
Disadvantage to them. Where's Merc? He is a little far behind. I'd say about 6 seconds behind the BWTs.
And it's crazy to think that he was a race contender, race winner back in France.
But then again, the track makes a difference too.
Paulo being the only driver right now to set a green sector on fresh tire or on used tires, should I say?
That is true.
Just goes to show you the slow pace in that car. Was he holding back? We'll find out. 1.7 second gap between Paulo and Gromowski. Gromowski just has to keep it clean. But as the fuel goes down on that Valor, it will become a more unstable car and will fall deeper into the clutches of Paulo. Right now,
evidently enough, Paulo is very good on worn tires. I've seen him go out there on 40%.
Very consistent.
Yes, very consistent. He might be able to do a 1 pit lap, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, well, let's see if he can make the 1-stop work. Currently losing a little bit of ground to Gromowski, losing about 3/10 in that sector. Gap going from 1.8 seconds to 2.1. We shall see what he's capable of doing, but it looks like he's gained a little bit of time on Gromowski. Gromowski, again, just needs to keep it clean.
That is true, and now they are coming to the straight. If they're going to pit, now would be the time to do it. Let's find out.
Are not. They stay out.
They are not. 7th lap, and
what's the gap
none
down
of them
to?
are pitting.
Oh, Paulo closed the gap severely there. He gained second in just the last sector there. Gromowski must have made a mistake somewhere.
All right, I'm going to check the pits, see if anybody's pitting today.
All right, well, we can take a look at the timer. If anybody's name goes gray, we know they've pit. But it doesn't look like anybody's doing that so far.
None of the top 10 are going to be pitting.
Okay, the Ferrari's battling right now, having an epic battle here for 4th position with JQN and Bomb just behind. Garrett Turbo, our podium sitter, running in 8th position right now, not doing too hot here. He's running in single player right now.
J-Cass is swerving, but Merc Music is coming up ahead, fighting hard with a BWT member.
Ooh, Paulo right up on Gromowski's gearbox here. This could be a pass for the lead. Gromowski going into the corner, and Paulo going a little bit wide. Gromowski maintaining the position. Paulo's managed to pull that gap down really quickly. He turned a 2-second gap into a 0-second gap. in about what would we call that, half a lap, and currently going
Would be
around
about
the
half a lap.
outside of Gromowski. We've got a real battle for the lead, as it looks like Gromowski goes wide there. We're going to go on board with Gromowski as they dug behind the sand dunes. They're passing a back marker. They should get the slipstream from the back marker there. Go on board with Paulo. You see him just behind Gromowski with that slipstream. He's falling a few seconds behind now. 3.5 seconds behind the leader, or his teammate, in first position. Paulo looks like he was about to go wide, managed to get it turned in, and he's still right on the back of Gromowski here. These guys going into the final corner side by side. It's a wide left and then a wide right and a sharp left. And who do we have pitting?
Nobody.
Oh my goodness. We have breaking news, everybody. We have the famous driver, Nobody, coming into the pits. 0.2 seconds between our two leaders here. This is an epic battle.
Let's
here.
look at some people back in the back.
We
got
have
a
some
fight
people
between
pitting.
BWT. There is. Who is it though?
The two Ferraris,
Ferrari,
a Vexilla,
Lotus,
and a Lotus coming into the pit. So that's that four battling. We've also got nobody
JQN
else
has
into
been
the
using
pits.
a lot of tires recently that might come to bite him in the back.
Oh, I'm gonna stay with this battle here for the lead, though. These front group here are actually like leaving East in the dust right now. Let's see what.
Going into fifth because he doesn't pit. Looks like he's gonna go for that one pit set scenario.
All right, so he's doing the one-stop strategy. Let's see what he's able to do with that. Meanwhile, this battle for the lead is still getting hot. Paulo closing up extremely quickly under braking right there.
Music using that strategy to use the red area for a faster curve to get up ahead of the BWT. But BWT, fourth position for Garrett Turbo right now. JCast about 2 seconds away from him.
Gromowski goes wide. Oh, Paulo goes wide. Gromowski goes wide and Paulo goes even wider, but it looks like Paulo managed to keep the position there. And that was a pass for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who currently leads from their screen. It looks like it's Paulo who's leading right now, but
that'll be Paulo's first cut for this race.
Yes, indeed. Actually, it has been.
Gromowski
was 0. Looks like Gromowski is running less aero because that Valor is definitely faster in the straights.
That is true.
Did we start a new conspiracy theory because Gromowski is back ahead after pulling away on the straights? Let's see what they're able to do. Gromowski going a little bit wide here.
Ferrari right now 8th and 9th, but Eric is just on a purple sector and is now still the fastest lap.
Gromowski is still going wide, and Napnarsi pitting in front of our two leaders here.
There's now a fair battle between 6th place on Merc Music, 2 Ferraris, and Breeze TH.
Alright, let me go call my strategy, boys.
We'll be right back.
Okay, looks like we've Shay went to go talk to his team about strategy, as so did I. Okay, well, I'm here now. Paulo currently leading from Gromowski. Let's see what these guys are capable of doing here. Paulo getting a cut, and we got Gromowski going a little bit wide off the track here.
It turns out one of the Brandstar drivers is going to be pitting. He's not going to be able to complete that one pit. But 420 Merc Music's still going to go for it. Just got off the team. It seems as though they're going to be doing that. Oh, but 420 Merc Music goes wide on that corner. That's really going to put him back. That is not what you like to see for Brandstar.
So we're coming up to the pit window for the one-stoppers. They should be pitting this lap, if anything. So we'll see what these guys are capable of doing.
That is true. Epic doing a purple sector on it first.
Sector.
Gromowski's still hot on Paulo's tail. And a driver behind, but he's probably been lapped.
East Slider's falling 9th or 7 seconds behind his teammate here. That's not good when you fall that many seconds behind your team boss.
22 seconds behind Apollo. But the Ferraris are starting to gain some traction.
Do they pit? Do they pit? Okay, Paulo pits. and
Paulo is
Gromowski
pitting.
stays out. Let's see what that does for them. That's going to give Paulo the undercut as Gromowski then takes the lead here. So we're keep an eye on that battle. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the drivers behind. Baum and Merck here fighting for fighting for 7th position. Actually,
Not to
they're
mention
both
Breeze
tied.
and JQN with them as well.
Oh yeah, they're in a gaggle of cars right now.
I believe 420 will probably pit this lap, if anything. Let's find out.
We shall find out.
No, he's not pitting. He's still
They are
going.
staying out. They are still staying out.
JQNR now has the fastest lap.
All right, well, let's hope he doesn't run out of fuel.
Well, you know what? Let's check that real quick. What is JQNR doing? I can't tell. My team is not checking. JQNR number 74. Let's check his fuel real quick. He's at 57% right now. Looks like he played it safe. But seeing as there's only 11 laps of 23 right now, is he going to be able to compete with that much fuel?
All right, well, Gromowski, we are on board with him now. He's still on his out lap here. It looks like Paulo is closing that gap in. Currently 17 seconds between Paulo and Gromowski, but I believe there's about a 17-second pit loss time. So net, I believe Gromowski is ahead right now. If Paulo doesn't close that 17.9-second gap, then Gromowski will come out ahead of Paulo with fresher tires. But we'll see what the updates do. As Gromowski makes a mistake and gets beached on the outside of the curb, manages to continue. And the gap comes down to 17.0 seconds. So as it stands right now, if Gromowski has a perfect pit stop, he'll come out he'll come out tied with Paulo. Let's see what he does. Does he pit this lap? He does pit this lap.
And here he comes. He's going to have to do a fast one to keep that position. But it looks like his driver is pitting as well. His teammate has pit as well. Both Zent drivers are pitting with Paulo taking the lead.
Yep, Paulo coming across the line now. And Gromowski just leaving his pit box right now.
Paulo's still got some fresh tires, so he's not going to be able to pit he's not pitting anytime soon.
Paulo just pit and is why
BWT, Garrett, I believe. Yes, Garrett is now pitting. Merck is not pitting still. He's still going for it.
So anyway, Paulo with the fresh tires, by the way, he just pit. Setting not a purple sector, so not going for that fastest lap point, I guess.
I'm a little surprised in how Merc Music is working on these tires. He is now at 43% on the fronts.
Eric, 2 cuts in the last 2 sectors.
JCass coming with a green, purple, now in 11th position, right behind Dakar.
We've got Eric battling with Merc.
Extremely far ahead. Dakar has gotten at least 8 positions since the last time we checked him.
Oh, he's making his way up slowly there in the mid.
Bombo Clout now in 4th position. He is putting in work for his team. Full send.
Impressive. But he's got that's right. He's got JQN and East Sliders not too far behind him in that huge shoal of cars. 3 cars in this battle here.
Not to mention the battle between second right now, Gromowski and Epic.
Oh, that's right.
At least 8 seconds behind Paulo.
Gromowski definitely finding his way onto the podium today.
Gromowski should have fresh tires, but Epic might be a little low on his.
And speaking of those 2 greens, we should see Paulo set a fastest lap here. East with a purple middle sector. Let's see what he's capable of doing. It's more about consistency here. You can set no purple sectors. You can set all greens or even all yellows and still get the fastest lap as long as you're more consistent than the other drivers. And Paulo doesn't do it.
Sadly, it wasn't enough. And speak of the devil, Epic Brother on a 75% front wear.
Already.
Yes, but he is now in 3rd with the fastest lap.
Conceptual. Are there any battles going on in the midfield? We've got Lol Fun Greg versus Zyro.
Looks like there might still be a battle. There is not a battle for 10th. Dakar's got that bag set, but he is now set on Garrett Turbo in 9th position.
There is a battle for...
Sliding all over the place. I don't think he's going to be pitting, though.
There's a battle for 13th
Dakar
going
is
on.
pitting, though.
Okay, pitting from
This might give
10th
Jake
position.
Cast the chance to get ahead of Takara again.
Ooh, Low
It
Fun Greg
does.
and Zyuri going side by side into turn 17 there.
Yes,
As
a
they go,
fight for 13th.
as they go into the left and they go into the right. Zyuri goes wide. He's able to
And here comes
position.
Takara out the pits. Is he going to be able to get enough speed to keep them from passing?
No, he does not. Well, yes, he does actually.
Yes, he
The
does.
number A car coming out of the pits.
Gromowski in a fight with Epic still. Paulo keeping his pace. He is way up in front.
Back air saying he lost 35 seconds due to his parent. Gromowski setting a personal best factor here.
Well, I guess we got to thank his parents then.
Well, yeah, thank your parents, Gromowski. Dakar,
Dakar.
for allowing you to pit. Oh, Gromowski setting a fastest first and second sector.
Let's see if it holds up.
So that Valor right there currently about 50% done through
Epic
its fuel.
doing 2 yellows, and because of that, is falling behind from Gromowski. Giving him a
Oh
run
yeah,
for his money. It looks like we're having a big shuffleboard in
that's
this
about
leaderboard.
2.2 seconds there that Gromowski's pulled on Epic when these guys were battling side by side with each other.
Not expecting any pits right now, but no, they are not pitting. The top 3 do not pit.
Nope, these guys are very much confirmed on the one stop. Paulo pitting on lap 11.
Just clinched a 4th position as he crosses the line. There it is.
Ooh, we've got a couple cars.
JQNR does another pit?
We have a huge flock of cars.
That pit might not be good for him. He might be doing 3.
Oh, East Side is going around the outside of Bomb. And then around the inside of Bomb, is he going to be able to make that position stick? These guys are really close right now. This is a battle for 3rd position, I believe. This is a battle for 4th position.
Eric has now gained a lot of ground ahead of that Ferrari, even though he still has fastest lap. Epic, brother. Paulo doing a green. Gromowski doing a green. Epic doing a yellow.
Oh, not good. I mean, he was either fast before or just lacks the pace
As we
right
look
now.
at cuts, Paulo right now has 2 cuts on his name. Eric Perry with 3. 420 Mark Music with 3. JCast with 2. East Sliders with 1. If they go across 10, they're going to have to do a drive to pit.
So East Sliders definitely having the position, or actually, in fact, the pace advantage on Bomb here as well. Currently puts himself up into 4th position right now. It'd be awesome if he could get ahead of Epic as well and put both of those cents on the podium. I believe. How many times has Epic pit?
Epic? I believe he's only pit once. Let me check his tires real quick. Number 12.
Yeah.
He's at 64s in the fronts. He might be
Check
pitting
415.
415? Alright. East Sliders, 87 in the fronts, 92s in the rears, 46 fuel.
Okay, so that probably means that Epic will be either going to the end on extremely worn tires, or he'll be pitting again because he's going for the 2-stop strategy. I really want to see both of the cents on the podium. That'll be an absolutely awesome finish.
Gromowski doing about the same amount of tire wear as his teammate. 84s in the front, 91s in the rear. As we look back at Paulo, he's now lost a bit of lead. Gromowski now only 6 seconds ahead.
That's right. Yep, that's right. Paulo pitting a lap earlier than Gromowski, so it should be Gromowski who comes back towards the end.
Spinning hard. He almost looks like he's Tokyo drifting that Maya.
That's right. He's in a Maya. I thought he was in a Vizzy because that's what I'm so used to seeing this car in.
That is true. Vexala came in with the Vizzy and is coming out with the Maya. I guess they fell into the bandwagon.
Yeah, no Vizzy GT3s on the grid anymore. Final race.
Maybe next season we'll see something when Low Fun Greg brings out his Newington motors.
Hopefully. We've got 90 who has 10 cuts right now. I'm sure Fast is going to get onto that.
Dakar is now in 11th.
After
right
pitting.
Behind the Brandstar boys. They got at least a 19-second lead, I believe. No, I take that back. That is a 13. Up in front, Paulo finishing the 2nd sector of the 15th lap. Gromowski doing a purple in the middle.
Oh, He's starting to show his pace. Currently closing that gap down really starting to put the pace down right now. I think we see an Arden in the barrier. Yeah, we do. That's mine line there. As we were just watching. Who were we watching? Let's find out. We were watching Gromowski. Any interesting battles happening?
Wait, am I seeing double? I'm seeing 2 Lotus drivers out on the field. But Lacopiate is driving the other Lotus, I believe. Yes, he is.
Better not be driving backwards.
No, he's right behind him, but JQNR has lapped him.
Okay.
And so has the BWT behind JQN.
I wonder what that fastest lap is.
Whoa, hang on a second. JQNR had a bit of a spin on that last corner.
Oh, that puts him back into being nowhere again.
That is true.
As we see that gap between Gromowski and Polo extend by about half a second there in the first or in fact in the last sector. Looks like Polo still has a little bit of juice left. We'll only really see that gap come down if Gromowski shows some extreme pace or Polo makes an extreme mistake. As I believe Polo coming across the timeline now. And now we wait the 6 seconds to see Gromowski cross the 6.4. What does it change to? 6.5. Polo a 10th faster than Gromowski in that last sector. I'm not sure that Gromowski's going to be able to pull a gap down.
I believe soon we're going to be seeing people doing their second pits if they are doing them.
Oh, that's right. We've got 420 into the pits. Merck's into the pits right now.
I see.
The BWT in the background dummying into the pits there. I'm not sure who he's trying to trick. Probably, yeah, that's right. Zari in the...
Oh, somebody just went off the field right after that starting line. Who was that?
That was the BWT.
Bree is out of the race. He has disconnected.
Okay, well, goodbye, Bree, and goodbye any chance of points this weekend. Unfortunate for him. Meanwhile, we still have the other BWT of Garrett Turbo.
That is true. Garrett Turbo's still running hard with JQN right next to him.
JQN must have lost at least 3 seconds because you can see on the timing board there's a 3-second gap between them. But Garrett's right on his ass.
Has really ruined him.
Ooh, Garrett's sliding the back end out, going around that corner there.
Audi is hit. 90 is out of the race. He is sitting in his car. Low Fun Greg went way wide on his last corner. Has now made him fall back. It's going to be a battle between him and Ziori soon.
Oh, 6.4 gap changes to 7.4 between Paul and Gromowski. It looks like Polo's starting to pull away. Garrett Turbo, 2 green sectors, in P8 right here. He's battling with JQN right now. They're going side by side through a couple of these corners here. Coming into the second last corner.
Curve.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Coming into the curve. Oh, JQN spins it on the curve there.
Remember, boys, drink your water.
All right. Well, that puts Garrett Turbo into 5th position. Meanwhile, we've got one of the Ferraris coming out of the pits. That is
Ferrari's pitting. Lacopiate is pitting.
That's Eric.
JCast is going to get a bit of a lead on them off of that one. But Jay has not done his second pit if he's going to do one. I'm going to check Jay's tires right now. Number 5.
Oh, and as expected, that means that we have 2 Toyota Zents in the podium places right now. Epic just coming out of the pits. As we saw both Ferraris pit. But he's got Garrett Turbo on his ass, but he's going to start pulling away from Garrett Turbo. We have 6 laps remaining, and there's a 10-second gap between... that gap is extended now. There is a 17-second gap between P4 and P3. So right now it's looking pretty good for the Toyota Zent Academy team here running the Valor.
Dakar is running like any other GT3 driver, still holding that 10th position.
Yeah, with nobody in front of him and nobody behind him. He is running in what I like to call single player.
What it seemed like to be a hopeful victory for Dakar, the hot shot of F1 seems to be that they are actually giving him a run for his money.
He says that his parents costed him 35 seconds. Let's see where 35 seconds would have put him. That would have put him in 60. That would have been 32 seconds off the lead. That would have put him in 4th place.
JCast right now doing a considerable 8th position for Brandstar, right behind Vexala, with Ferrari right behind him as well. Paulo going into his finishing his 18th lap. Correct myself, he has finished his 17th lap, going in now into the first sector of lap 18. Right in front of a Zint driver, which looks like he is about to lap. Garrett Turbo still in 5th with Epic in front of him. Garrett going wide into that sand.
Oh, we have a huge kennel of cars here coming into turn 1. Bum leading that pack right now. This is a battle for 5th position as we see Garrett Turbo a couple seconds off the road. Garrett Turbo doing the one-stop strategy, so these guys are going to start to come back towards Garrett towards the end of the race here. There's 6 lap.
I'm not sure that's working for Garrett because he just slid into the wall.
Oh,
Garrett lose considerable time off of that one.
Oh, Epic Brothers with a purple first sector. So,
that
he's starting to pick up the pace.
Is he going to set another fast lap?
Let's hope not. Let's show lap. Pits. Alright, let's take these pits. So, yeah, Garrett going for the one-stop. Bomb going for the two-stop. So, he's got about, let's see, what's that, 11 seconds to make up on Garrett, who's be on the worn tires. Garrett needs to make sure he minimizes many of his mistakes as humanly possible, while bringing
breakneck battle between 5th. Actually, no, between 6th with Bomb, JCast, and Eric.
And
Looks
this
like
battle
Ferrari
will turn into the 5th place battle.
Looks like Ferrari taking advantage of Brandstar.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, this Eric is also on the two-stop here. So that means that he's going to start coming back towards Garrett towards the end of this race as well. So keep your eyes peeled, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be intense.
E-Slider's not going into the pits. Here comes Epic Brother on the last corner.
I believe everybody's done with their pit stop strategy at the moment.
Well, except for JCast, he's still on some low tires. He might have to pit. He's at about 65. I'm not sure how he runs on those tires. We'll find out when he goes past the pits.
Well, I definitely don't think pitting right now would be a smart option from any team, considering we only have 4 laps remaining.
And
losing 17. Losing 17 seconds and trying to make that back up in 4 laps sounds impossible. So we'll see how these guys go. Gromowski keeping about the same distance between himself and Polo, leading the race right now. That would be his 3rd consecutive win, and calculating all of his wins throughout the season is going to take a calculator. So we'll bring that information to you later on. Let's go back to this battle for 6th position. This is the interesting battle right now. And let's keep an eye on that gap between Garrett and Bomb and the rest of the pack here, because now it is Eric who is in that 6th position. But this will turn into 5th really quickly. Garrett, 1 stop. Eric, 2 stop. Bomb, 2 stop. JCast, 1 stop. So we're going to see JCast fall away. This pack here that we're looking at, the green Vexela and the red Dragonite, are going to be going to the end on their fresh tires. They will be pulling away from the drivers behind and catching the driver ahead.
The question is JCast going to be able to hold on those tires? He's getting down to 61 with only 4 laps to go. Epic doing 2 purple sectors coming in into the last lap. He might get a full 3 purple.
JQ and actually having enough fuel to finish this race for once.
I think everybody is going to remember the fact that you go 100, you go home.
Oh, we have a WRT pulling over. Is that Law Fun Greg? No, is it his teammate? Nick? No.
It might be.
Who is that?
That is a good question. Let's check.
I don't see them on the timing board.
Law Fun Greg going off the track, taking a very awkward line.
Oh, who is that?
JCast is pitting. Looks like he could not handle those tires anymore.
Okay, that driver is Waffles.
E-Sliders up and back. 28 seconds behind Paulo. Gromowski 7 seconds.
Okay, then.
They gotta pull a hat trick. Now would be the time to do it.
Okay, apparently I showed corner cuts. But yeah, sure.
Well, let's see how those corner
Ooh.
cuts are looking.
Um,
JQN in a fight with JCast now. Is that a Audi on the other side of the border? Oh, Jay hit the wall.
yeah, that was just Waffles doing something that he definitely wasn't supposed to be doing.
Supposed to do. Yep.
Okay, dokie then.
So right
Meanwhile,
now,
this battle for third position is turning out to be a real battle.
90
we've
has
got,
done 10 corner cuts.
we've got Epic closing in on East. There's 3 seconds between the pair right now. Epic closing in on East. They've got 3 laps to the end of the race. I'm a little bit nervous here. I definitely don't want to see Ferrari on the podium.
Anything can happen. One disconnect, one fuel shortage, and they are out of this race.
Yeah, he's struggling with his tires really badly right
Decare is
about
up
now.
into 8th right now. But he does a big spin, letting Brandstar get up ahead.
Oh,
He's
and
out.
JQ.
Decare going into the wall. He has lost all power. Oh, there he goes. He's back in now, but he has lost considerable time, letting
Yep.
JCast get up in front for an 8th position. JQN going off the track. He seems to think there's a better line in the grass than on the track.
Meanwhile, Dakar not having the best time with the GT3 cars here.
And that is true, but there's still 3 laps left, so anything can happen. JCast is on fresh tires, so he should be able to hold his own with JQN. However, JQN gets the advantage and passes.
Oh, we have Merc here off the track, not moving. That looks like a retirement.
No, I think he's... I don't know, that's a good question. There he goes, he's going now.
All right, back up to speed. I don't know how much time he's lost. He's lost position at least, and spins into the wall again. I mean,
That
instantly
is
after.
odd. I'm going to check his tires real quick, see what he's doing. He's still on 73% and 88 in the rear. That is odd that he is acting this way.
Yep. Meanwhile, we have that battle for third place that I was talking about coming to fruition now, as it looks like Epic gets past East here in the vent, then the Zent. But with the fresher tires, question mark, him getting straight back past, crazy, because East is mirroring his team boss's strategy, or let's call him teammate, and he's currently running way down the pack, at least 24 seconds off of his teammate, and spinning. Oh, Gromowski almost spinning. Again, like I said, that battle gets extremely unstable on low fuel.
Decare into boys for Frost, right? Wait, no. Seems like one of the Frost drivers is out. Decare is out,
Oh, yep, the Decare retiring from this race.
which leaves 420 to get a 14th off of Decare.
Meanwhile, it's a Beta 0-1-2. Just kidding.
Just
Paulo
kidding.
coming to lap his teammate here. Zari in 11th position. Zari needs to make up
strong.
Zari needing to make up about 5 seconds. Ooh, Zari almost having a moment and crashing into the barrier.
Still a battle for 8th with JQN and JCast. Battle of the Jays.
JQN and JCast in 8th position.
Garrett Turbo in 7th. Getting close to Ferrari and Vexala. Maybe he'll make a move on that last 2 laps. Let's find out. He's still in position to get points for his team, though.
Looks like JX Cast has a lot of tire wear. As you can see him
Sadly.
sliding.
Yeah, that is sad. Oh, Garrett hitting that curb. That's going to ruin him. And he's going to let Ferrari and Vexala get considerably further ahead of him.
Oh, he was closing in on that pack too. He was one of the. In fact, actually, this was the battle I was talking about earlier. We said that these two would finally catch up to Garrett and pass him. These two with the 2-stop have managed to overhaul Garrett Turbo. Garrett Turbo falls back to 7th position between these 2 drivers, Vexala and the Ferrari. As we see Eric spin as he hits the bottom curb, so Garrett's going to get a position back. Garrett's going to move up into 6th place as Eric spins there in the background, but he does get up and running. So we should see him, maybe in 1.5 laps, pull
Paulo
back up to
coming
Garrett
into
and
the
pass him.
laps. Coming into the starting line. Sorry about that. Coming into the starting line to start the 23rd lap. Final lap. It is now or never for these drivers right now. And right now we have JCast doing a purple on his first sector. That is interesting. And Gromowski, he is out there ahead. Epic 15 seconds behind. It is going to be a miracle if he's able to catch that up.
Oh, Gromowski going extremely wide here, going off the road in turn 1. Continue.
Last lap, and there's only 18 drivers left on the field out of 23 that started. JCAS has gotten past. No, but JQN has gotten past again. It is a fierce battle for 8th right now between JCAS and JQN. They have been swapping places this whole race.
This is going to be a battle straight down to the wire as Charles Leclerc goes live on Twitch and kind of scares me. What the hell? Yeah, this is going to be an extreme battle between JQN and JXCast here. JXCast, where did that purple first sector come from? That's what I want to know.
Yellow is going to ruin him because JQNR has gotten back ahead of him. Coming into the stretch.
With JXCast being behind now, he's going to have to get in the
JCAS using that slipstream from JQN.
Yes, sir.
Powell finishing his first sector, coming into the second. Gromowski doing a cut, but that might be his first or second cut, so that's not going to hurt him too much. He has the ability to cut those corners now.
Yeah, Eastlight is falling away from Epic, so there goes the dream of Zent to 2-3 on the podium there.
Sadly. Unless something can happen. An act of God.
An act of admin abuse.
But speaking of God, here comes Paolo coming to the second to last curve on the final lap. Nothing stopping him from that top podium position. And here it comes. Down the line. Boogity, boogie, buddy.
Boogie, boogie, boogie.
And there you go, your champion for GT3 Paolo, finishing the race in first for his Beta Zero team. Followed by Zayori in 11th. Here comes the rest of the pack. Looks like Lil Fun Greg with Audi. And there's Gromowski, second. Is Epic going to be able to finish that? Wait. Yes, he is. Epic is going to secure that third position to round out your podium.
All right.
And here comes East Sliders. And is that a Brandstar driver? He's going through the pits. He's got to finish the race. What are you doing?
Alright, let's go commentate for the rest of these guys. Eric bring home 6th here. Garrett Turbo spinning across the line. The Hot Shield
has completely given up. He went into the pits, not even finishing the lap.
Who was that? 420? That was
there he goes. He's finishing JQNR, followed by JCAS.
Okay, and there go your top podium.
There's your top 10, your top 16. Only 2 drivers left to compete with, but I believe nothing's going to change that. So there you have it. There is your positions for this race. Paulo finishing it off with Gromowski in second and Epic in third, followed by East, Bomb, Eric. Garrett Turbo for BWT, getting some points for his team. JQNR rounding out 8th with JX Cass in 9th and Zayori in 10th. So both beta drivers have been able to get points for this final race.
Oh my goodness.
Making them your GT3 champions, bar none.
Wow, he actually got into the fucking points. Wow.
I do my job well.
Awesome. Let's see here. GT3.
And it looks like Vexala got a lot of points for his, getting 5th on both sprint and feature, which means he racked up 16 points for his team, which is going to make him secure his 3rd position for his Constructors Championship.
All right, awesome race, guys. Awesome race.
Awesome race, guys.
I got 1 point.
Yeah, I was like, wait, he's running 11th. Oh no, no points. And then out of nowhere, just fucking 10th on the line. I was like, oh my god, he did it.
Are we on stream?
Yeah, we're on stream.
All right. Thanks for everything. Thanks for letting me be a part of this.
Awesome, awesome. Fucking, how many wins is that? I can't even count it. Can't
Too many.
Count it.
Too many. All right, I'm gonna go talk to my team real quick.
All right. Let's bring Dak. Oh, hold on. Let's bring Luca in here.
All right.
Let's see.
Look at this animation race, to be honest.
That was a good race.
Yeah. Join. Beta Zero. Alright, where is Grabowski? Alright, here he comes. There he is. There he is.
I can't believe this out here actually worried. I thought Luca was gonna catch up.
Finally bringing his car to the podium.
Oh, I think he did he leave? I
Who?
think he, no, Graham's still here.
Yeah.
Damn.
Alright, well, he's probably gonna go to his team box. He knows what to do. Alright, finally seeing this car on the podium.
Yeah.
At least we got a podium.
Oh my god, yo, I just realized this is the first time we've had like 3 different cars on the podium.
That is so true. Holy crap.
No one actually noticed until he says it.
Let's take a picture.
I'm on dip. See you guys.
Alright,
See ya,
dude.
Max.
See ya, Max.
See you next season.
Oh. First battle of podium, right? Yeah. I think.
Hold up. Fuck it, I'll just lobby. Alright. Paul. Alright, do you wanna go grab your...
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, bring me.
Alright, let's go. Come on, Epic. Alright. Alright, go for it. Grab the suit right quick.
Oh.
Graham
Wow,
gonna get up
you
here.
didn't grab the suit. Grab the suit. God damn.
Alright, wait, there you go.
Alright, cool.
No.
Alright, who are we waiting for?
Luca.
Luca's not here. Where is he? There you go.
Alright, well, we've got... Let me see. I got banned on Formula... Ha. Alright.
Oh, there you go.
Do we have running? 43.
This is here. Oh, wow.
Alright, for that. Alright, let's go.
Podium.
Alright.
Everyone just calling him Eric. It's like epic.
Alright, Kenta, you can...
The forehead. They just call you the forehead.
Alright, Kansai, we're synced.
Synchronize that.